Greetings, gentlemen. PomPa here. This game is something you haven't seen yet on my channel, but it is in fact one of the first games I ever played. I was a kid back then, but game's still awesome. They actually have updates for it, regular updates. They got new stuff. You see, 1997 this game comes out, and it still rocks. They have this new stuff, Forgotten Campaigns and African Kingdom campaigns. So in these campaigns you have new civilizations, and I don't have them yet, but I'm gonna get them really soon when I get the money on Steam. So you see, we have standard game, Age of Kings, The Conquerors, custom campaign. You don't need these right now, we haven't gotten to them. Saved games, I have played before a lot of times, so I have saved games. So we have history, where you can learn about the history of the civilizations you play as. We have map editor, you can create your own maps. Options is options. Multiplayer, play against other people. But we're gonna go learn to play. I've played this game before, as I said, but as you are new to this game, we're gonna go to the learn to play.
Age of Empires 2 is about empire building, combat and conquest. You start from humble beginnings, a small village in the Dark Ages. You explore to expand your borders, conduct trade to boost your economy, and research technologies to grow your civilization into a mighty empire. But there are difficulties too. Cunning enemies and rivals that oppose you, powerful castles to destroy, tyrants to bring down. And if you're skillful and a little lucky, you just might build a wonder of the world and create an empire that will stand the test of time. To learn how empires are built, help our first hero, William Wallace, in his fight against his oppressors.
We are without a leader. The dead King of Scotland has no heir. War creeps in from the south, where Edward Longshanks, the avaricious King of England, has returned from successful campaigns to conquer Wales and France. As Longshanks turns his attention to Scotland, the shadow of fear settles across the Highlands. The English have thousands of Welsh longbowmen, hundreds of knights on horseback, and dozens of siege weapons. We Scottish have a rabble of untrained soldiers who do not even know how to march in a straight line. We must act soon if we have any chance of resistance. We need to forge an army by any means necessary.
The Celts, Celts, whatever you gotta call them.
The English are terrorizing all of Scotland, and it's time for us to fight back. But if we're to defeat them, every one of us will need to learn how to march and fight. Follow the path to the blue flag. First, click the soldier. Good! Now, right-click near the blue flag. Good! Now, move to the next flag. Click the soldier, then right-click near the flag.
Alright, so this is militia. This is, you could say, the weakest soldier.
Excellent! To move to the next flag, you must walk through the black area.
Alright, the black area is unexplored map. So you can see on the minimap right here, this is all something that we've explored. This guy has seen it. Your entire empire can see it. We now don't have any empire. We have only one guy. But this is what we have seen of the map. And we should go forward. So we have to pass through unexplored territory, and that is usually hard.
Moving into the black area
reveals more of the map. The black area represents unexplored territory.
By hard I mean there could be something in the black. You could possibly find enemy troops there, enemy soldiers. You can find enemy buildings, defensive buildings, and you don't wanna have your units killed. So it is good that you explore areas before that.
That's all there is to it. Now go on to the next flag where you'll meet some allied soldiers.
We gotta go through the black again because we haven't gone there before. Now, allied soldiers. We got a horseman.
To move
A knight.
all your soldiers at once, click near the units and drag around them. Then right-click to move them. Try moving your soldiers to the next flag.
It's not that hard, you see. It's like in the
Did all
desktop.
your units make it to the flag? The road ahead is guarded by an English outpost. Scroll up to the outpost building by moving the mouse to the very top of the screen. Then click the red outpost.
And by the way, outposts
Right-click the
do not
outpost
guard
to
anything.
attack.
They just stay here and they have line of sight. A big line of sight. So basically it's the building that lets you know that if enemies are coming a lot of time before they actually are here. The only practical use they have basically.
The outpost is destroyed. That should slow the English raids. Keep following the path to the village.
You see, this outpost sees to this point.
Home
That's
sweet
nice.
home.
And the house only sees so.
Wait.
Oh, we got
English are
company.
angry that you destroyed their outpost. They're coming to attack your village. Don't panic. Just click your soldiers and right-click the red English soldiers to attack. Defeat the enemy soldiers, and you will have won your first battle.
That was easy
Good job.
indeed.
Now you know how to fight.
Alright. Now, when you win or lose, when the map ends, you can see the entire map. Oh, we even had one more outpost, we didn't get it. Oh, that's a shame.
Scotland has soldiers now, if only a few. But if we are to turn back the greed of Edward Longshanks, we will need many more recruits. Much more gold in our coffers. These ancient stones and oaks around us will soon be steeped in the blood of clansmen.
So, we're back to the main menu. This is the campaigns menu for the Age of Kings. This is single player Age of Kings campaigns. This is the main menu. And we're playing for William Wallace. We're playing as the Celts. I'm gonna call them Celts. Because I'm not sure if it's Celts or Celts.
An army marches on its stomach, or so the old saying goes. My clansmen have been farming and tending sheep for hundreds of years, but gathering enough food to feed an army is a different matter entirely. Without a strong economy, the meager forces that we've cobbled together will collapse again.
To support the Scottish army, you'll need to build up your stockpile of resources. To win, gather 50 food, 50 wood, and 50 gold. To gather food from the forage bush, click a village. Then right-click the forage bush near the blue flag. In the status area at the bottom of the screen, you can see how much food the villager is carrying. The villager continues to gather from the forage bush until he's carrying 10 food.
Alright. You can see, this is his attack. He takes 3 damage.
The villager will continue working for you, carrying the food to the town center. The amount of food you have is shown in the upper left corner of the screen.
Food, gold,
In addition
stone.
to your food stockpile, you can see your current wood, gold and
All of these are
stone
important,
stockpiles.
but you gotta be high on food and wood all the time.
The more villagers you have, the faster you can gather resources. Assign your new villagers to gather food.
Now I'm gonna split them up. Food is important in the beginning, really important, because you would like to have more villagers. Now, at the moment we won't be making more, but just in general you gotta have a lot of food. Wood is also really important because you make buildings with it. You can make barracks to create military units. You can create mining camps, mills, lumber camps, houses, which is something you do need all the time.
Good! You found some gold.
Now I'm gonna switch them to
Great.
gold
You now have 50 food. To win,
because we
also
need
gather
gold right
50
now
wood and
to
50
win.
gold. To gather wood, click a villager, then right-click a tree. You haven't found any gold yet. Search in the unexplored territory. Good job! You now have enough wood.
Now we just gotta get 50 gold and we will win this second easy campaign. It's a learning campaign, a tutorial, but still campaign I'd say. So when this guy puts his resources here, we win. That's about it.
You're well on your way to making a city. Excellent! You now have enough gold.
Edward Longshanks, for all his disrepute, has shown military tactics in Wales, England, and France to be very effective. Not cruel and ruthless. He's indeed an enemy to be feared. The English sacked the town of Berwick upon Tweed. Would that I could call it a battle, but it was truly more of a massacre. Unless we organize our army, there will be more massacres to follow. I pray we can be ready for Longshanks' coming.
So we continue. Training the troops. This is the third one. So now we learned how to move units, we learned how to get resources. Now it's time to get military units.
In villages throughout the Highlands, there is grim talk of skirmishes between Scotland and England. We lost the city of Dunbar this week. Scottish defenders broke ranks and fled. The English have an army that is larger and better trained. To compete with them, we are going to need new recruits to pick up the spear, sword, or bow. We must remake these shepherds into soldiers.
We will need many soldiers to defend our homeland. We'll start by creating villagers. Click your town center, then click the Create Villager button in the lower left corner of the screen. It takes time for a villager to appear. If your town center is selected, you can see the progress in the status area. Good job! The villager has appeared next to your town center. Now, create another village. You need additional housing to support your population. To build a house, click a villager. Good job! Try building another house. Each house supports 5 units. The population indicator at the top of the screen shows your current supportable population. Click the Buildings button, click the Build House button, then click where you want to build the house. If more than one villager builds a building, other buildings are made just like houses. Try building a barracks. The barracks is a military building. Barracks complete. Now you can create soldiers. Click the barracks, then click the
This guy
Create
talks a lot.
Militia button. Selecting different buildings or units gives you different options in the lower left corner of the screen. That's one militia unit. Create 3 more, and you'll have enough soldiers to protect this area and win the scenario. Click the barracks, and quickly click the Create Militia button 3 more times to make 3 soldiers in a row.
Now, the same way you use the militia to attack the outpost, the same thing applies for gathering food. So you get the villager and you right click on the type of resource you want to get. You can get gold, you can get wood, you can get food, and you can get, of course, stone.
Few soldiers, you'll be able to defend this area against English attacks.
You see, it's quite easy. The basics are easy to get. You need resources. With resources you get more villagers and military units.
Now that we have militias stationed across the border, the English have slowed their raids. But face it, Longshank's army will be another matter. The wicked English king has yet to bring his famous longbows to bear. Our militias could only get us so far. We are going to need more advanced weapons.
Alright, as the guy said, we need better people. We were only in the Dark Age right now. We're gonna have a job. Research and technology.
Rumors creep in from the south of a giant. Leads the forces of Scotland, his great sword driving through earth and man and horse alike. If this mythical knight can hold the English advance, it will give us time to develop the arms we need. Even now our smiths are forging swords and fletchers are making arrows and crossbow bolts.
William Wallace, Braveheart.
English use very advanced weapons and armor. To win, you will need to advance to the feudal age and repel the English raids. You're going to need to research some technologies of your own to increase the strength of your civilization. For example, researching loom makes your villagers harder to kill. To research loom, click the town center, then click the Research Loom button. Good. Researching technology costs resources, but improves your civilization. While you're researching, you can put your villagers to work and use your military units to explode.
Now, you see, I put all the villagers on one sheep. Now, I'm gonna demonstrate to you what I mean by that. 77, 76, which means even if no one's working,
New technologies
you still lose
will
food from
become
it.
available when you advance to a new age. To advance from the Dark Age to the Feudal Age, you need 500 food. Now you have enough food to advance to the Feudal Age. However, you also need 2 buildings from your current age. You already have a barracks, so now have your villagers build a mill. The mill is a drop-off point for food, so build it next to your food source. Good! You're on your way to the feudal age.
Now, soldiers. Oh, okay.
Dwarves! The English are making a sneak attack.
Now, you can use your town center. Look
In
at
addition to
this.
gathering food for it,
The town center's
villagers
shooting at
can
them.
herd sheep or hunt deer for food. Now that the battle is over, create some extra
Now I send them
militia
back.
units at the barracks to replenish your forces.
I send them back because the attack has been destroyed. They cannot get us right now. We did win. It was a small raid, but we still won it. So they want us to create more militia. We need a little bit more food. A little bit more food, yeah. We'll make 4 more. Why not? These guys get some gold. That's gonna be good. Now you can put units in the town center. The town center not only does fire arrows when there's someone in it, it also protects your units.
Advancing to the next stage is the best way to improve your civilization. Near the minimap at the lower right corner of the screen is the idle villager button. Click it and locate villagers who are not currently assigned to a task.
We have none such
Now
villagers.
that you're in the feudal age, you can upgrade your militia to men-at-arms. Click the barracks, then click upgrade to men-at-arms.
Now as you see, we have researches here. We need researches to basically win the game. For example, you can't fight with only militia. They are not a good enough choice. So you have a way to upgrade them. In this case, we are upgrading their line of sight, so they can see a little bit further away. So you see, I'm gonna leave them here. When this is done, you see that their line of sight increases. I'm gonna leave them right here. You see? This just popped up so much. No, you wait, don't. I forgot to put another sheep here. You shouldn't forget such things, because it's gonna be problematic if they go there and they gotta go. If they kill the sheep here, they gotta be here gathering food from it, and then they gotta go back to the town center. In our case it was not as bad, but if the sheep was here, you're gonna lose a lot of food while they go and get the food. So now we want men-at-arms.
Upgrading to man-at-arms will change all your militia units to the more powerful men-at-arms.
Men-at-arms have more health, more attack. That's the key point I'm gonna make. That's why they're better. The militia die really easy. You see, they have 0 and 1 armor. 0 armor from swords and 1 armor from
The English are attacking again.
arrows.
Teach them a lesson with your
We're gonna go to the town
men-at-arms.
center again. Get these. You see, the town center is taking care of the knight.
English are no match for your warriors.
We barely even took damage in this fight. Sure, we had more people, but it's still a win, isn't it? So, when they're attacking you and you're near your town center, you can use the villagers. It will stop them from working, but they will help you kill the attackers, as we just saw. Use that to your advantage.
Longshanks has invaded, stormed, and sacked the city of Perth. It's worse. He's captured the fabled Stone of Scone and declared himself King of Scotland. If we cannot bring about a victory in battle soon, then the Scottish armies will be too demoralized to put up any fight at all. If this mythical Scottish giant does exist, I wish he'd get his forces up to Stirling, where we shall next do battle.
Alright. So, William Wallace, the learning campaign. We did marching and fighting, feeding the army, training the troops, research and technology. Now it's time to get some battles, let's say. They're gonna be much larger battles than what we had. 8 versus 3 all the time. And we gotta be better prepared. So, we're gonna do that next time, because the video is gonna be too long. So next time it's gonna be, the video is gonna be released on Friday. The next one, it will be the Battle of Stirling. Probably only the Battle of Stirling, because it's gonna be long, most probably. So, take care, gentlemen. I'll see the comments. I would like to know what's your opinion on the game. You can find it on Steam. And that's about it for today. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.